got what you deserve. Ready to pick off some stragglers. Victory! MVP!
Panther's lance stretched through all evil.
Are you okay? What happened? Grab the front brake?
No. It was just too sliding.
It's okay.
I was breaking the back brake and I was just sliding down, so. I don't wanna get the road. It's the forest just sliding.
Try doing it with, no,
I'm walking.
Well, I'm not walking back up this hill.
You're driving.
Driving?
No, I don't want to do it. I just fucking fell. No.
This is why you wear some dirt bike clothes. Just sit on it like this.
But
What?
press the back brake and it still fucking slid. No. Did you not see me?
You're fine.
I just slipped, so even though I broke, you lied to me.
You're back. That's what I'm saying.
brake.
Did you just see the demonstration I just said?
Yeah, but
Are you okay?
One of his girls was involved in a car accident while giving road head.
It's the one with the titty tattoo. Don't be like, it might be the realtor. Wild guess here. Septum piercing. Was it you?
Maybe it was.
Don't say maybe.
It was.
It was. If you were to get me something for Christmas and or any holiday that you celebrate, but in my family, we're Christmas, what would you get me?
Roadhead.
Oh my gosh. And you, sweet gal with the puffed out hair?
I guess I would want to know what you're interested in.
You didn't even ask.
I know you want Roadhead.
No, you don't. I don't want car accidents.
Keep your eyes open, dude.
How am I supposed to keep it
That's
open
not
if it's
my
that good?
problem.
I'm gonna be thinking about another woman while you're doing it.
Down.
Kidding. I'm gonna be thinking about you, sweetheart.
One of his girls was involved in a
3 things in Japan that should exist everywhere. First, in Japan, some restaurants use hologram menus. When you sit down, a light projects a 3D image of the food onto your table. You can spin the dish, zoom in, and see exactly what it looks like before ordering. Second, Japan has toilets with built-in seat warm.
What?
I'm 67 years old.
No, you're 17. You're from New Jersey. Your name is Tommy Porkchop Pucciano?
My name is Seamus O'Sullivan. I'm a 67-year-old Irishman.
So let me get this straight. When we would skip 7th period to sneak beers, you were what? Some old guy?
Think about it. When you were drinking crappy beer, I was drinking
A glass of whiskey with a big square ice cube.
Oh my God. But Porkchop, you were the craziest kid in school. I mean, you did drugs in class.
those were blood thinners.
Oh my God. What?
I'm 67 years old.
No.
An elderly craftsman dips a wooden paddle into oil, swirling it over a heated pan filled with black sand. Suddenly, he pours raw rice into the pan, and with rhythmic motions, the grains puff up, transforming into light, crispy morsels.
Panther, ready to strike. Aleseness, ready to strike. Pilot proceeding on board. Injecting Colixium particles. Pilot sync rate stable. Mind bridge initiated. Tricera, taking off. Tricera, holding down the front. Optical camo drone will soon fire. Objective, destroy all enemy units and claim victory. Reloading.
Only the strong walk away from this.
Out of range.
Panther, driving into ambush. Driving into ambush. Only the strong walk away from this. Aleseness, hitting the front line.
Casualties exceed 50%.
Stellaris, sneaking up for a backline ambush.
Assist. Reloading. Reloading.
Rendezvous here.
Insufficient engine output.
Attack marked target.
Reloading. Reloading. Enemy forces are advancing. Reloading.
Stellaris, sneaking up for a backline ambush.
Reloading.
Stego, ready to hold down the front line.
Reloading. Shield offline. Reloading. Enemy forces are advancing.
Tricera, falling back.
Stellaris, sneaking up for a backline ambush.
Defeat. MVP.
Welkin ain't something to mess with.
Welkin, ready to strike. Foul pilot proceeding on board. Injecting.
Using a sieve, he separates the puffed rice from the sand. Next, he sieves out the rice, drizzles thick maltose syrup, and mixes until it turns perfectly sticky. Now here's the cool part. He packs the sticky rice into hollow...
Welkin, ready to pick off some stragglers.
Fire control system unlocked. Objective: destroy all enemy units and claim victory.
Let's meet here.
Shield online. Weapon not ready. Lord armor offline. Insufficient engine output. First kill.
Welcome. Ready to pick off some stragglers.
Fire control system unlocked. Shield offline. Energy low.
Attack marked target.
Energy low.
Cover friendly unit.
Enemy down. Energy low. Weapon not ready. Assist. Shield online. Reloading. Shield offline. Energy. Assist.
Attack marked target.
Energy low. Assist. Weapon not ready. Energy low. Enemy down.
You got what you deserve.
Online. Weapon not ready. Shield online. Assist. Fluid armor offline. Shield offline. Weapon not ready. Fluid armor offline. Enemy forces are advancing.
for a backline ambush.
Fire control system unlocked. Enemy forces are advancing. Armor offline. Optical camo.
Try Sarah, holding down the front.
Victory!
Tricera's always got your back!
100%. No, scam. 78.
Hollow bamboo sticks, rolls them back and forth and shapes flawless round balls into centuries-old treat. An elderly craftsman dips a wood Here, look at this. These cars are all racing down the cliff. A scene like this is something most people can only see in video games, but in reality, it's never been heard of. Actually, this is a car racing event held in a small town in Alaska, USA, to celebrate Independence Day, and it takes place every year. On the event day, the locals bring chairs early, sit and wait at the bottom of the cliff, finding a good spot. When everything is ready, a host announces the start of the event. Then, the cars on the cliff start racing down one by one. The people there must be really excited. If we look down from the cliff, we can clearly see that the number of spectators is much higher than we expected. The young people will stand outside, pull the fixed gas pedal cable, then quickly turn the steering wheel to adjust the direction, making the car race down the cliff in a controlled manner. This event is carried out with careful preparation to ensure
Stellaris, taking off. Stellaris, sneaking up for a backline ambush.
Fire control system unlocked. Objective: destroy all enemy units and claim victory.
You spot it, you pop it.
Heavy rocket engine charging. Optical camo deactivated. From front.
You spot it,
Optical
you
camo
pop it.
activated. Unavailable. Energy low. Heavy rocket engine charging. Unavailable. Energy low. Pop it. Enemy casualties exceed 50%. Press on. Assist insufficient engine output. You spot it, you pop it. Enemy down. Double kill. Offline. Unavailable. Enemy. Victory! MVP.
Oh, Welkin ain't something to mess with.
ensure the safety of all participants. Here, look at this. These cars are all racing down the cliff.
I really can't believe that myself at 31 years of age is actually going to have to talk about this. And I mean this genuinely. When did I become the voice of reason? When did I become the one who has to tell it how it is? I mean, this shit's insane. I'm not sure if any of you guys have been on Twitter, which, by the way, if you haven't, congratulations. You're probably a lot happier in life, doing productive things. You probably have a job. Before I get into all this, if you would like to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. I've taken a guad day before. I don't know where the fuck it is. He's going to the cardiologist. I'm not here to farm sympathy. I'm just dealing with a lot. I came back, saw this shitstorm. It's annoying. I'm gonna talk about it. We're gonna fucking move forward, I hope. So, let me give you guys a recollection of the events, what's really going on, and yeah. So, July 4th. Somehow, some way, I've actually come into quite a good kinship with the guys from the Unsubscribed podcast. They are some of the best people that I know, not just as content creators, but as people in general. And the reason why that is because I value a lot never having to wonder how someone feels, because they're going to tell you straight up. It's great. They're stand-up people.
Pilot proceeding on board.
And they're what I consider to be some of the few remaining real men in this world. There's a lot of people who have become incredibly soy, very, very pussy adjacent, and men populate this earth.
Injecting coaxium particles. Pilot sync rate stable. Light bridge initiated.
Quite a lot of great people. I spent 4th of July out with Donut and It's fun.
Stellaris, taking off.
Fiancés, their house, all that shit was good.
Stellaris, sneaking up for a backline ambush.
Optical camo drone will objective. Destroy all enemy units and claim victory.
I leave their house at midnight, and I get a warning on my phone. And it says flash +1. I get home after a long 2-hour drive, and they let me know it was great. They then also let me know that literally minutes. I mean this
energy low.
The minute there was a warning, The minute that they found out that anybody was in trouble whatsoever, they went out and made sure everybody was okay.
Weapon not
They went out and they checked on everybody to see if they were covered.
insufficient
They
engine
passed.
output.
They post photos the next day of them going back.
First kill.
Stellaris, sneaking up for a backline ambush.
Fire control system unlocked. Assist. Enemy down.
You got what you deserve. Stego, ready to hold down the front line.
Enemy down. Ready for deployment.
Vulcan, ready to pick off some stragglers.
Fire control system unlocked. Shield offline. Reloading. Insufficient engine output. Shield online. Enemy casualties exceed 50%. Assist energy low. Enemy team wiped. Insufficient engine output. Enemy forces insufficient engine output. Fire from right.
Stego, ready to hold down the front line.
Enemy forces are advancing. Assist. Enemy down. Ready.
Vulcan, ready to pick off some stragglers.
Fire control system unlocked. Online. Energy low. Enemy down. Energy low. Victory! MVP!
There's no escape from Stego's barrage. Hostile units incoming. Peacekeepers, prepare for combat.
Warning. Mind bridge connected.
To help out the whole fucking day of them helping out with the Guadalupe River. They messaged me, yo, we need some more extra hands on deck for helping out with what happened in Guadalupe. Do you got some time? I messaged them originally and I said, sure, I can come tomorrow at 3 p.m. after I do my sponsor, but it didn't sit right with me because I saw a clip that very same day of NMP making a very distasteful joke. I don't want to take jokes off the table. I don't. Everybody tells jokes. Some land, some don't. Some are cringe, some are funny. But the joke was in such bad taste, at such a poor timing, where 80 people have died. And in case you don't know what happened with the Guadalupe River, the Guadalupe River rose 23 feet in the span of 30 minutes at 4 a.m. It unfortunately swept through, and I'm trying not to get emotional about this, but I love the youth, I care about the youth, and I understand they are what's going to take our generation to the next great beyond. And a river flooded, a youth all-female Christian camp, and it swept away 26 young girls around the ages of 8 to 12. It destroyed other areas. Over 80 people, as of now, are confirmed dead. Somehow, I believe somewhere between 9 and 11 of the people who were missing have been found so far. So anyways, Nick makes a bad joke. It was a really bad joke. I understand some people like turning tragedy into comedy. Maybe we wait until
the catastrophe changed so much about how we live. But food hasn't changed all that much. A good meal still brings back memories of better times.
Funny. It fucking bombed. You know, NMP's obviously made a career of saying the worst shit possible at every given situation. This is nothing new. I know that he does this. Other people know. So do you agree that Donut's tweets during the LA fires are retarded too? Or are you gonna dick suck him like a Hassan orbiter? I'll be real. Do you know about Donut's tweet during the LA fires are retarded too? I don't know what those are. I swear to God, and this is where the internet has just become children. We're trying to sit here and we're attempting to talk about a very serious issue that is happening right now. And people are like, yeah, but did you hear about this hypocritical thing? Did you hear about the thing that happened all the way back then? Because it was what about hypocrisy? Jesus. Feel free to link me a tweet of Donut making fun of victims of dying children from the LA fires. And then sure, I'll call him a hypocrite. I have a feeling you're not gonna link me that. Maybe we don't make fun of dying children while the event's still going on. Don't get me wrong. I've told a dead baby joke too. However, I didn't say that live in front of 70,000 people while some people are worried about whether their kids are alive or dead. It was a shit joke. Everybody knows it's a shit joke. And do I think NMP's sorry for it? No, not really. Not really. A lot of streamers don't have emotions. There might have been an apology. I don't fucking know if he meant it or not. To be honest, it's not for me to decide. I like judging people based on their actions moving forward. And hopefully NMP avoids dead children jokes. I felt so bad. I felt so bad about me being an OTK and even people associating me with that joke, because it did really fucking suck. But also, I did also just notice how many streamers I saw online saying, oh man, I really wish I could help. Oh man, man, we got to do something. There's a lot of people who say that we got to do something, and then there are people who actually get out and do something. I don't want to be somebody who says, oh man, I sure would have liked to do this, but, oh man, I'd sure like to help, but, oh man, I wish I could have been there, but, I'd rather just fucking go. And so I said, sure, I would love to go. I canceled my sponsor. Gonna be real, I lost about $12,000 by canceling that, but I'll still take it. It is what it is. I canceled the sponsor, I canceled my entire stream, and I go there first thing in the morning. Head out at 7:30, we have about 2 hours. We meet up. I meet up with Donut, I meet up with Brandon, and we had some talks about how things were going. It was pretty fucking depressing. Due to the fact that, you know, one of the leads of the search organization made a pretty harrowing comment, which was, you know, people were offering to bring their thermals to do like a night search for the people who are missing, and he said probably not going to show too much because we're probably just looking for bodies at this point, because obviously thermals can only detect things that are alive, and so obviously the morale was very, very, very down. It was seeming pretty grim because the idea of these young girls surviving off of nothing, and this was around like maybe like the 72, 86 hour mark, was pretty fucking bad. So what we had to do was we probably bought yesterday, between me and Donut, we probably bought around $4,000 to $5,000 worth of supplies to give to the people who needed it. A lot of energy drinks because people were working around the clock, you know, trying to find the bodies, trying to find, hopefully, you know, some people still alive, as well as excavate the land and try to make the place inhabitable again, because all the trees were fucked up, all the soil was fucked up. The livestock, where once was a bunch of animals, now there was maybe 2 or 3. And the really sad thing about the flooding of the Guadalupe River is, you know, some people died of drowning. Donut operator, yeah. But a lot of people just died from debris, broken trees, cars, rocks, and a lot of people died via being like pelted to death by this terrain. And it's horrible to think that, you know, some of these girls' last moments was them struggling to breathe and then dying by being bludgeoned to death by rocks and trees and cars. It's horrible. These girls didn't know what was going on. In 30 minutes, the water rose 23 feet, 23 feet. And a lot